Yeah, everybody, it's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity John. Theme Halloween music! Halloween is a particular day where mostly people dress up in silly costumes, get drunk, and in some parties, booty clapping sounds! Stop the show, especially if it was a Diddy Halloween party. And I hope Dima doesn't put me up there with Diddy, hugging Diddy as a Photoshop, because he will get fired.
No.
But anyways, yes, it's fun. It's whatever it is. And families can participate in these things. And this is what Tia Mowry is doing. She does it every year, and her kids dress up something different every time, right? And it's actually fun, it's cool, and they're a great family. And they did it again this year. Not only did they dress up, it seems they had a really good fun day at Disneyland. But I do want to read this particular post. Happy music! Traditions mean togetherness, love, and joy. But when life changes, those traditions can feel uncertain. My goal has always been to create lasting memories as a family, and as a mom, I'll just keep doing that. Experiences stay with us forever, and I hope my kids hold these moments close to their hearts. Halloween was such a special time. Disneyland is where we keep the magic alive. So much laughter, so many smiles, and yes, a little exhaustion too. My bangs in the last slide say it all. Let's focus on the first two sentences. Traditions mean togetherness, love, and joy. But when life changes, those traditions can feel uncertain. Now, I want to give a big shout out to Riva TV, because she actually did a really good video about this topic, and she explained some things from a point of view that I really wasn't thinking about. And she says this regarding Tia Mowry.
Now, the thing is that the traditions being different, like, this is not the first Halloween where Cory and Tia are not together. Okay, this is not like this is something that just happened yesterday or whatever, and she's just now getting through it. If people did not know the depths of the situation, or when she posted about the divorce, they would have assumed that this is something that literally just happened like yesterday. Tia is constantly living in the decision that she made. And again, in my personal opinion, I believe that it's because she understands that she made a permanent decision out of emotion, and she does not or has not been able to figure out how to dig herself out of the decision, and so she's still stuck in that moment.
But stop the show. This investigative journalism that she's about to say is going to take the cake.
This is something that a lot of women do. A lot of women step out of, relationships, thinking the grass is greener, they're going to find somebody else. It's easy for them to move on. And they get stuck literally in that time span of their lives. So much so that in the corner picture where they decided to take this picture of, her and the kids, it is clear as day that there is a picture of her and Cory on their wedding day still on the bookshelf in the corner.
So I didn't notice, if you look at this particular photo of Tia Mowry, and this is really, really good, right? You can see that Cory Hardrict and Tia Mowry are basically in the background. Their wedding photo. Now, if you notice, she doesn't post him anymore, and she even on her television show, I think it's My Next Chapter is what it's called. Yeah, My Next Act. She even took the ring in and basically had the ring changed into something else, but that photo is still there, and I would have never noticed that. So give a round of applause to Riva TV. And she said something that was very powerful. It's very hard for Tia Mowry to stand on the decision that basically she took the kids away from their father, even if their father lives down the street. And not only is she not thinking about that, it's just the fact that now that life partner is not there anymore. And the reality is that no one else is coming through that door. You see, guys, a lot of times we can feel in life that there is a better opportunity than what you have. And the grass can sometimes be greener on the other side. But the reality is that the only way the grass is greener on the other side is that you have to be greener on the side that you're already on. And that's something that we don't think about. You see, when the grass is greener on the other side, what we actually believe is we're already green and we're going to greater pastures. When the reality is that maybe you haven't done enough where you're at. And that's something that I've learned in business. It's something that I'm trying to learn now as an adult, as a middle-aged adult. It's like, you know what? Before I start trying to run to different places or, moving the business around, there was a time I wanted to move my studio to Johannesburg or even move my studio to another place. I really loved Luxembourg. I was there. I loved Dubai when I was there. And I thought about taking my content back to Atlanta or any places like that. But the reality was this: was I already good with where I was at? And that's a question you need to ask yourself. Are you greener on the side that you're on right now? And have you done everything that you're supposed to do before you go to a place that has more opportunities? Tia Mowry thought she was greener on the other side and wasn't ready for the other side. So when the other side came, it wasn't that the other side wasn't greener, it just that she wasn't green enough herself. So now when you're not green enough yourself, you blame the other side for not being greener. I stopped the show. I hope you're not getting confused with green, because it's a lot of green going on here. But that's just the reality. She's just not who she thought she was. But for us as men, she's exactly who we thought she was. Now we're looking at your husband, who is greener on the other side. He's fairly young. He's getting the most money he's ever gotten in his life. He's a respectful man. I mean, he handled Tia Mowry in a very professional way. Life is looking good on the up and up for Cory Hardrict. And with Tia Mowry trying to date and publicize all of her failings and misgivings online, I mean, for Cory Hardrict, it's like, oh, well, even if I wanted to go back to her and go back to my kids and to my wife, I don't even think I want to do that with being with her because, well, nobody really wants to deal with her. And that's something that we got to talk about. A lot of times in relationships with your exes, you would like to be back with them, a part of you, if you knew that they were doing good. But when you're not doing good, it lowers your value. And I don't care what anybody says, like, nobody likes you a lot when you're struggling. And just like sports players, if they have a terrible year, they need to come back and rebound and have a very good year and start playing very well for them to be desired again, in positions. Just think about what you see with the NFL, a guy needs to come out and have a really good year. I mean, look at Baker Mayfield, the quarterback for the Buccaneers. I mean, hey, his career was in a lot of danger, but hey, he had that really good year last year. And hey, it was like, oh, okay, the guy can play again, so let's give him this money. But Tia Mowry just hasn't shown that, and she's shown nothing but struggle and dust. And I mean, if you want to say that, she has some money now, or she has the reality show My Next Act, I mean, it doesn't really matter to a guy that she would like, because I mean, that's nothing to a man that has a lot. And really what she's looking at is the fact that, her life is uncertain right now. And she doesn't know what's going to happen. She never thought about this. And like Reba TV said, hey, her friends and family and living on emotions put her in this position. Now life is uncertain. When you're in marriage with someone who loves you, life is a little bit more certain. And the fact that nobody wants to walk through that door after seeing what she did to Cory Hardrict is sad. But hey, that's what she deserves. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shady Jackson, back at it again. The episode of Celebrity Junk. We appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.